So after a summer of transfers of which have hopefully strengthened this squad, not just for Europe but also the Premier League, it's probably a good idea to give them a run out in our first two Premier League games in the season, which also includes a home match against Chelsea. In this universe, Chelsea are actually quite good, so going to be a good little test for us. Hello and welcome back to my FM24 save with Everton, episode 10. My name is Craig and come up on today's episode. This is the start of the second and the final season. Now, as much as I said this series was actually just going to be two seasons long, which is still going to be the case, but we have actually achieved our original objective after just one season, and that was to get Everton challenging or back into Europe. And also we've got a little bonus as well of we have a trophy. Of course, we won the FA Cup, which is what got us back into Europe, so we've got some European adventure in the Europa League to look forward to this season. If you are looking forward to that, and if you do like the new skin that I am currently having a look at and just trying out, see if it actually works for me in my series, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming European adventure. But for today, it is all about the first two games of the season, at home against Chelsea and away against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Since you're last with me, of course, nothing's actually happened since the last episode because we've only just been focusing on transfers, which if you want to see those in more depth, go back and watch the last episode. It is a good one. A few players, well, I say a few, quite a few have gone out, including some first teamers like Beto. I think behind my head you can't actually see how much he went for. He went for £29 million. A nice little profit. He's not my type of striker, which is why we have got in another striker this season, someone who will back up Giovanni Simeone, which is Joshua Zirkzee. He has arrived for a little bit more, substantially more, £45 million. Not all of that is up front from Bologna in Serie A, but hopefully he'll be able to wade in with the goals, and we've still got Jamie Vardy as well up front. Other than that, you can see a few of our other signings, some of whom you will be seeing today in the match against Chelsea. I did mention in the intro, Chelsea are a good side. Where did they actually finish last season? I feel it was above us. Alright, that's the preview. Chelsea are predicted to finish 6th, while we're predicted to finish 11th. But I just want to see, how did they do last season? Where did they actually finish? Okay, they finished in 7th. Right, that makes more sense. They didn't finish too far above us, but they are a team that we could probably... I clicked submit by accident. A team that we can probably benchmark against. I was about to go through the starting 11. I will do that in just a moment once I get that screen back. Okay, I've just done the team talk, and this is actually the 11 that I'm going to be sending out if my fingers weren't so trigger happy. Pickford is still in goal. A back four of Timothy Castagna, who is a new signing at left back. We kind of did overpay for him, probably by a lot. Saying that, actually, his value has gone up by more than double. We paid £35 million for him, and apparently he's worth more than double. That's interesting. He can cover left and right back as well, so expect to see that a few times this season. Branthwaite, Tarkowski and Kalulu are the rest of the defence. The fact we still got Tarkowski in there is mad. Probably should have played Umar Saleh, but we'll see him more often this season. Makuta, another new signing at the base of the midfield. He is the replacement for Idrissa Gueye. Dewsbury, Hall and Garner ahead of him in midfield. McNeil on the left wing. Correa on the right wing. Simeone is still up front. Thomas Lemar, he is one of our signings this summer. Probably our biggest signing so far. He's not involved in the matchday squad because he's literally just come back from France under-23 action. I think I'm going to guess it's the Olympics. Yeah, it's 2024, so the Olympics, which means we hopefully will see him for the Nottingham Forest game, as Chelsea just trying to run rings around us already inside the opening few minutes. The skin that I'm using is, I'm hoping, oh my god, just please get rid of that. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, my heart was in my mouth when it was near our goal there. But yeah, the skin that I'm using is one that I'm trialling out at the moment from WTFC, if I'm just going to look it up. I can't even remember who it is. In fact, I'm just looking it up right now while the game is actually going on. WTCS Gold, if you happen to know that. That is the skin that I'm currently trialling, just to see if it is actually any good, as Makuta has the ball. Kalulu, makeshift right back today. I don't know why I'm not playing Ben Godfrey, but just seeing if we can have something a little different, as Correa tries to bend the ball in, but it is just wide. I'm liking the look of the tablet actually in this skin. There's a bit more info on here than what I had previously. Chelsea with a free kick, and it is just saved by Jordan Pickford. Very well done. We've got the general info over here. Can just have the body language instead. And we've got the match ratings here. They're glitching for some reason. You can just about see that on the screen. OBS is picking that up. But yeah, I'm liking new info. Liking the extra info that is being shown around on the screen. I like it. What I'm not liking is Chelsea just keeping the ball here as they are making advances, as Madueke, I don't know how you pronounce that name. My goodness, there's so many names of players that I don't actually know. Shouts is there, right? I just need to get used to that. Instructions, team mentality, yes, and the tactics. There we go. All this down here just looks much bigger. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Oh, okay, that was a very good goal. There's not much we could have done about that. Enzo Fernandez placing the ball very well into the top corner. I mean, we could probably have pressed out here. Why do we just sit in the middle of the penalty box? Like, really? Oh dear, right, we are going to need to do something here in order to try and force a goal. Pickford, he hasn't been asked to kick it long. I don't know why he's doing that. It's somehow worked out. Kalulu, Correa. Could have just passed it to an overlapping Kalulu as... Oh my god, I thought that was going to be a potential red card for Chelsea. That would have helped us. Kalulu down this right-hand side again. He's been very involved so far in this game. Makuta, over to McNeil on the left-hand side. Playing in place of Lamar at the moment today. Makuta, no, he was not shooting. I don't know why he shot that from there. Oh my. That's my defensive midfielder doing that. Right, we're going 1-0 down at half-time, and Chelsea have kind of deserved it, haven't they? Is there anything that we can improve here? Apart from maybe going 2 up top. I mean, that's probably not a bad idea, is it? You can play as a deep line forward, actually. I'm just thinking, should we try that? That might be a good idea. Garner will not be a CM on attack in that case. And where is... Makuta will still be a ball-winning midfielder on defence. We're going to have... No, we're not going to have Dewsbury Hall. We're going to have a debutant in Xerxes, who can play as a deep line forward. Apparently that's his best role. If it works, and if it allows us to get 2 up front, I'm going to be very happy about that. So that will just allow Xerxes to just drop into the midfield, just help out our midfield too, and just link up the play a little bit better. That's probably what we need right now in order to try and get the ball forward. We also need some defenders who are capable of doing their job, minus Kalulu. Maybe Tarkovsky is not the sort of player to be starting in these games, or many games. Oh my gosh, I don't know how Nick Jackson actually missed that. I was about to say that's probably indicative of his season in real life, but he's kind of turned a corner, hasn't he? I think he bagged a hat-trick, didn't he, against Tottenham? Because of course he did. Right, Chelsea on the attack once again. There is Nick Jackson. There you go. Right, I said his name. That was why. Oh, that didn't go well, and we need to probably be making some changes. I do not want to see this goal again. That is just upsetting. Right, we are going to make some changes. Tarkovsky is actually going to go off. Ben Godfrey is going to go on at right back. And Makuta is on a yellow card. Alex Crowell is going to come on for his debut as well. A midfielder I don't think we really needed, but I'm not complaining. And Correa is not having a good game, and he is tired. So Yasser Asprilla is going to come on, the young 20-year-old Colombian. I think he's a wonder kid. I'm not too sure. I think he might be a wonder kid. I might have to check that after this game. As Chelsea, they continue to just swarm all over us. Oh, it's also worth noting as well, the players are still not happy about me letting... Asprilla just gives the ball away there in his first time on the ball. The players are still not happy about me letting Mikalenko go. for £22 million at the beginning of January. That's their left back doing that? Oh my god. That's Ben Chilwell of all players doing that. What on earth have I just seen here? Let's just have a look at this. In what world does a left back do that? That is insane. I know he's good at corners and set pieces, but for goodness sake, we're actually going to get battered here. Oh, for God's sake, Ben Godfrey. Okay, this game actually couldn't have gone much worse. It pretty much has now. Right, Asprilla is going to have to come back here. Simeone's going to have to be... He's going to have to be sacrificed, isn't he? Yeah, Soler is going to come on. Kalulu's going to have to go out to right back again, and Soler is going to come on. Nathan Patterson is out with injury. Hopefully he'll be back for the Nottingham Forest game, and Ben Godfrey's just got himself suspended for 3 games. What an idiot. Ghana. A goal right now would be nice. Hey, we actually did score. I was expecting the referee to just chalk that off, but McNeil with his first goal of the season. Xerxes with an assist. What am I playing him as, by the way? Hang on. Is he still playing? Well, you know what? He might as well just stay up front as a deep line forward. Oh, was that an assist for Xerxes or Asprilla? I don't know if Xerxes actually touched it. Oh, it's Asprilla. No, Asprilla got the assist. Well, there you go. He was certainly worth that money. Oh, for God's sake, no, come on. You got, yeah, for some reason the morale means we're just trying to pass the ball around like absolute amateurs. Actually, saying that the morale isn't that bad. It's just the managerial support is awful. And when players are unhappy, and there's 11 of them who all agree with Jordan Pickford about not being happy selling Mykolenko. Unfortunately, when that happens, players don't play as well. So maybe this wasn't the game to bring it back for, but we're just getting absolutely pumped. Oh wow, Conor Gallagher, Jesus. Oh my god, okay. First day of the season and we've been absolutely destroyed. Why are they checking this? Huh? Disallowed? What for? It was shot from the edge of the area, wasn't it? Oh, is it for... Right, because he was blocking the goalkeeper. Oh, so that does work in Football Manager. Okay, fair enough. Well, we got away with that one. I'll take it. 4-1. Oh, sorry, 3-1 is much better than 4-1. Somehow. Good gods, that was an awful day. That was an awful day at the office. Right, back to the drawing board. I will see you for the next game, because God knows what we're going to be doing on the way to facing Nottingham Forest. But we need to improve drastically. Oh, a miracle has happened here today. We have signed another left back in Destiny Udogie on loan from Tottenham. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's, like I said, only on loan for the season. There is a optional future fee on him. Doesn't matter, we're not going to be here at the end of the season. But he will be someone who's going to be playing probably as a starter. In fact, most likely as a starter on the left-hand side. Castagna can go over to the right. He can share with Patterson out there. But the bigger news is that Pickford, the man who had the biggest problem with me selling Mykolenko, has dropped his concerns. He feels that signing Destiny Udogie is a suitable replacement. Is that all I had to do? I could have solved this like maybe a month ago. It might have avoided the thumping that we took at the hands of Chelsea. I mean, maybe, maybe not. But that now means my managerial support is still average, but it's on the way up again. The club atmosphere is very good, and the team cohesion, it'll get better. It'll be fine. But hopefully, that'll be good news for us against Nottingham Forest. Right, second match of the episode. No more signings have actually been made in that time, apart from Udogie, who I've already shown. It's just about now correcting the awful match that was the game against Chelsea. We have, though, picked up a couple of injuries. Xerxes just got himself injured, unfortunately. He's out with a twisted ankle for 2 to 4 weeks. In fact, where does it say on this skin? Is it just this little bit? Yeah, 2 to 4 weeks, so he's out for that long. Correa is also out. He's only out for, it's just behind my head, 2 to 4 days, so he'll be back for me in the next match against Aston Villa. Ben Godfrey's got himself suspended for 3 matches now, thanks to that straight red card against Chelsea that he got. So our new starting 11 is Pickford in goal, a back four of Udogie, Branthwaite, Soleil making his first start as a ball-playing defender, and Castagna at right back, Makuta at the base of the midfield, Dewsbury Hall and Garner. Actually, no. Doucouré is going to go in against, alongside Garner. Thomas Lemar is starting for the first time now he's back from injury. It's just a shame that Angel Correa is not fit to play alongside him or on the other wing. Instead it'll be Asprilla, who we saw in the last match. Got himself an assist already this season. Not bad, an 8.1 rating. Not bad for 20 minutes. Simeone is the man up front. Also, the style of play that we actually played in the last match, I didn't realise this until after I had stopped recording. We were actually playing a tiki-taka formation. I completely forgot I'd even put that as a tactic we were training. But I also forgot that we were still training it throughout pre-season, so that was a bit of a mistake on my part. We should have been doing wing play, which is what we're doing for this match now. So hopefully we'll be back to normal service. We'll find out anyway, as obviously the highlight starts with Nottingham Forest on the ball. Boys, could we actually make a tackle? The amount of space you give to opposition in FM is disgusting. I've got press on much more. Oh, for goodness sake, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Did one of our own defenders just swing wildly at that ball, by the way? Was that Branthwaite? I don't know what's going on here to start the season. This is very, very worrying. And if this does continue, we're going to be coming back a lot later. Oh my god, who was that? Was that Branthwaite? That was Udogie. Wow, Udogie tried to swing for the ball and just completely missed. That was awful. Right, come on, we need to go attacking, I feel. We got ourselves a corner. I have been trying to have a look at set pieces just to see if I can make it better. Not sure how else I can do it. Udogie, don't have a shot. I mean, you forced a save, so you forced another corner. So let's see if the corners will work this time. Garner, it should be aiming it for near post. It's an in-swinger. Oh, Branthwaite. Oh, hang on, is that another corner? Yes, that is apparently another corner, which we're not going to see because apparently it just wasn't worth the time. Right, we're going to go a high press. See if we can try and close Nottingham Forest down earlier in their moves. But otherwise, I don't know what else we can actually do here because we've started poorly and I don't know why. Okay, so absolutely nothing happened for the rest of that first half. That is very disappointing. And we find ourselves 1-0 down at half time. What is going on? Why are we not able to get anything going? I just want to see some highlights at this point because how else am I going to see how we're actually playing? In fact, I didn't realise you've got all this at the top as well. Right, so let's just have a quick look at this. So XG, we already know we're behind Nottingham Forest. We're playing much more forward compared to Forest. It's almost like Nottingham Forest are just sitting in at this point. So, are we just not getting a hold of the ball? Because I think I've seen one highlight in these 2 matches so far where we've actually had the ball and managed to keep it. Look at this, is awful. Wow, we're 2-0 down. Okay, if we come back a lot earlier than the Europa League, you know I'm on the verge of the sack because this is an awful start to the season. I don't get it. I know we were patchy last season, but it's not like we've signed awful players. I feel like we have improved the squad, but for some reason, they're just not showing it. Is there a reason? I thought we'd sorted out the morale problems. Patterson is going to come on for Castagna at right back. Kalulu is going to come on for Branthwaite. Vardy is going to come on for Simeone. In fact, he's going to go as an advanced forward at this point. McNeil is going to go on for Asprilla. In fact, is Asprilla having a good game? No, not really. McNeil is going to go on at left wing. And Alex Crow will go on for Makuta. I think that's all 5 subs. We're making all 5 subs about 30 minutes before the end. Oh, look at this for shot accuracy. We've had 3 shots on target. Nottingham Forest hit the bar, apparently. Wow, okay, right. So we've just had absolutely nothing. Decore, Udogi. We're pinging around nicely, but that's not going to do much if we can't put it away. Oh, Vardy just misses a great opportunity. Oh, what is going on? This is just one of those sad days, isn't it? Let's have a look. What about a narrow formation? I know that is something we have done in the past. In fact, McNeil can apparently play there. Is he good? Apparently McNeil is good as a deep line forward. It might be I might actually have to try with a narrow formation again. This is something that I did in FM23 and it worked to great effect because that was the meta formation. That was the formation of FM23. I'm not sure about FM24, but we've had absolutely nothing. There's literally been 3 highlights. We missed one of them and Nottingham Forest scored in the other 2. 2 league games, 2 defeats. How are we going to fare in Europe? Because right now, Newcastle have had as bad a start as us, and we're currently in the bottom 3. Goodness me, how did Destiny even play in that game? Apparently he played well. So you're playing well without playing well. How does that even make sense? Well, we are going to be back for hopefully the Europa League, unless it continues to be pathetic in the league, in which case we will be back sooner because I will probably be on the verge of the sack otherwise. Someone make it make sense. This start to the season was not quite what I had in mind. I mean, Chelsea I can understand losing against, but Forest? The alarm bells have got to be ringing off the back of that. If you have enjoyed this episode somehow, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching and thank you all for your support on the series so far. And look forward to seeing you all in the next video.